Hello everyone, and welcome to my first yoga class on YouTube. I've done one other yoga class in person that touched my heart and soul, so I'm really excited for this journey and I appreciate you joining me. So we're going to start today's flow in a seated posture of your choice, either cross-legged or just seated on your legs. And you can either have your palms down for grounding or your palms up for a receiving mode. Start to deepen your breath. And you can lower your gaze or close your eyes. And just breathe deeply. Just breathe into your body. This is going to be a very gentle flow, so just keep that in mind. It'll be very grounding, very floor focused. So I invite you to go into our first posture, which is reclined cobbler. So bring your soles of your feet to touch your heels a decent amount away from your torso, and lay back onto your mat. If you find that this posture is too much for your hips too early in the flow, then you can also do constructive rest with your feet at the edge of your mat and your knees leaning in towards each other. And you can do both as well. And you can have your arms out as a Texas T, cactus arms. You can have them out just down by your side as well, palms up. Breathe deeply into your belly. Arrive at your at-home practice. Start to close your knees like a book. And start to windshield wiper your knees to the left and right side of your mat. Lift yourself up. And come into all fours. So plant your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Find some more grounding. Press your palms into your mat and shine your heart space up. And then move into cat. Press your shoulders up. And start to do your cat-cows at your own pace. invite you to go off track. You can look over your left shoulder and over your right shoulder, both your hips. You can do some barrel rolls. We're gonna push up to down dog. I learned in yoga teacher training that my arms were way too narrow. I've done a lot of at-home yoga and no one was correcting my posture, so you can even go get your hands out to the very edges of your mat, your feet as well. Push your hips back. And start to paddle out your dog. And stretch your shoulders. Lift your right foot up for three-legged dog. And step it through for low lunge. Bringing your knee down, extend your foot out. Find some grounding in your low lunge. And then heel toe your right foot to the right side of your mat. Or lizard lunge. I would suggest staying up on your hands because it's early on in the flow. But if you feel inclined to fold down onto your forearms, feel free. Heel toe your foot back to the center of your mat. And then push your hips back, extend your foot straight. You can keep a micro bend in your knee and do half splits. Make sure you're aware of more than just your legs. Think about your core and the length of your spine. And then push forward into low lunge. And we're just going to do some alternating half splits in low lunge. Get into all the nooks and crannies. You can step your foot back to all fours and push back into down dog. And lift your left foot up for three-legged dog. And step through for low lunge. Lower your knee, extend your foot. Start to toe heel your foot to the left side of your mat. And plant your hands down on your mat for lizard lunge on the left side. So heel your foot back to the center of your mat. Push your hips back. Extend your foot for half splits. Make sure you have a micro bend in your knee. And roll forward to low lunge. Back to half splits. Come back to all fours. Push back to down dog. We're going to move into pigeon. So if traditional pigeon isn't your jam, then please do reclined pigeon. But let's get you all out of down dog first. So lift your right leg and bring your right knee up to the top of your mat. You don't have to put too much of an angle on the front of your foot, front of your leg. Make sure you're extending your back leg out. Inhale and lift, and exhale and fold. And that's for traditional. This is reclined. Flex your feet with your right foot over your left thigh and bring them into your body. When you're a student for so long, you're like, I don't even know what this body part is. Lift your torso up. Skip back a little bit. And bring your left leg out, extended in front of you. Cross your right leg over your left as far as you can for half cow face. Sit up on your sits bones. Inhale, extend. And exhale, fold. As far as you'd like to be. It's a practice. Just don't push yourself. Or find your edge, but you don't have to find your edge every day. I like how yoga is referred to as a practice. It reminds me of my days practicing sports in school. Practice is fun. So just have fun with it. Lift up, take your right foot and plant it on your mat, and then plant your other foot on the mat as well, left hand planted, and we're going into wild thing. So lift your hips, extend out, Now, we are going to do a seated forward fold. Just keep your knees bent as much as you like. Don't overdo it, like I was saying. Go and reach your feet, grab a hold, and you can go one of two directions. You can scoop your sits bones back, which I think is fun and unique. You find your edge, I think, pretty well. Or you can extend your heels out. Regardless, I would recommend keeping a bend in your knees and just let the weight of your torso bend over. Rise up to seated. I'm going to do one of my favorite yoga moves. Spin and lay down. So now we're gearing up for Spinx pose. Put your forearms out in front of you. Plant your hands. You can have your elbows out in front of you or underneath your shoulders. Zip up your legs. Ground towards your midline and down into your mat. And I invite you to also add some neck movement, so you can look over your right shoulder, look over your left shoulder, and then you can alternate that at your own pace. I lovingly call this posture suspicious Sphinx. Suspicious Sphinx. Try to say that 3 times fast. You can also look up and look down. And just tap into some gratitude for this posture. Start to lose flexibility in our spine as we age, so be grateful for all the flexibility that you currently have. We're going to move into crocodile. Put your arms parallel to the top of your mat. Stack your hands and put your forehead on your hands. Bend your knees and lift your feet for some windshield wipers. Push up to all fours and go into child's pose. I am a big fan of traditional child's pose with your legs underneath you and your arms extended back. You can also go into extended child's pose with your toes to touch, knees wide, extending your arms out. Extended feels really good today. And if you find yourself in extended a lot, I encourage you to do traditional child's pose every once in a while. Come to down dog. Lift your left leg up. And come to pigeon on the left side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Of course, you can do reclined pigeon at this point as well. Always listen to your body. Lift up. Bring your right leg out and around. Extend it out in front of you. Cross your left leg over your right. For half cow face. Extend up. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Do wild thing on this side. Plant your left foot. Plant your right foot extended. Plant your left arm. And lift up your hips. Right leg straight, left leg bent. Feel your side body stretching. Now recline. Hold your backs. And bring your right knee into your armpit. And then twist your leg over to the left. back to laying down. Bring your left leg up into your armpit. And cross it over your body to the right. Come up to seated. Hands to heart center. Breathe into your body. I appreciate you joining me today. I hope that this brought you some ease, some peace in your being. I hope you return for another one. Hands to the third eye. Namaste.